Hey there, YouTubers! Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. So for those of you that are new to my channel, you probably don't recognize this form factor. Well, this is a DAE, or DAE, Draw and Experiment. Now, what that means is I'm going to show you an experiment that I've designed that's too complicated or too expensive for me to currently do or maybe ever do. But I can break it down in my excellent drawing skills. Anyways, so today's experiment, as you can already tell by the title of the video, is reacting cesium with chlorine. Now, that sounds like a pretty basic reaction, and it is, sort of, but we're going to be doing it in the most convoluted way possible. Now, you're also probably wondering, Doc, why cesium and why chlorine? Well, let's refer to my handy-dandy periodic table. So, I hope you can see everything I'm going to show you. But anyways, so on the left-hand side of the periodic table, we have the alkaline metals. These want to give away an electron really badly. And on the right side of the periodic table, we have the halogens. They want to take an electron really badly. And they work in reverse order of each other for reactivity. So the lower you go down the left side, the more reactive they get. The higher you go on the right side, the more reactive they get. So the most reactive alkaline is francium, and the most reactive halogen is fluorine. However, we could maybe get fluorine, but it's gonna be hard, and fluorine reacts with almost anything. I kid you not. Almost anything. It would react with the walls of the chamber we're going to do this in, and you wouldn't be able to see the reaction. And francium, we've only been able to get about, several 100 million atoms, just barely visible under a normal microscope, so not really feasible. Cesium, however, it's not the cheapest thing in the world to get your hands on, but you are able to get your hands on it in the form of cesium chloride. Which is funny because we're going to react that cesium with chlorine. Now, why chlorine? Well, again, cesium is almost impossible to get your hands on, and if you do, fluorine I should say, if you do, it's not the greatest thing in the world, period. Anyways, so how do we get our hands on cesium, and how do we get our hands on chlorine? Well, let's refer to my handy-dandy drawings over here, shall we? So, I've taken liberty and gotten a hold of the designs for a chlorine/hydrogen generator. So in here you have two anodes made of carbon, and that's important. Carbon, not copper. I got this from the King of Random. He explains why, kind of why, you can't use copper. Obviously the copper is going to react with the reaction differently than the carbon, and you're going to run into problems. But anyways, the positive anode will generate chlorine, the negative anode will generate hydrogen. So this is how we're going to generate chlorine from seawater, which has sodium chloride in, or salt, and water. Easy peasy, electrolysis, bada boom, bada beam. We have chlorine, and we have hydrogen. We can use hydrogen for about anything. Down here we have our cesium generator, which I got from Cody's lab. So in the top here, so in the bottom you're going to load cesium chloride, which is about the easiest form you can get, other than just pure cesium. And then on top you load lithium. Now why lithium? Well, you could use sodium, but lithium has a lot lower melting temperature than, has a lot higher melting temperature than say sodium or cesium. Therefore, the cesium will boil off, leaving the lithium and the chlorine behind to react to make lithium chloride. The cesium will go through this bottle, cool off, distill into semi-solid cesium in a vial that you can then fill with mineral oil to prevent it from reacting with the air. And there you go, we have cesium and chlorine. Which is funny because we're going to legit take the cesium we generate from cesium chloride and turn it to cesium chloride. Anyway, so what is the most convoluted way I could think of to react these two elements? Well, here it is, in all of its beauty. So, this whole apparatus here is a vacuum chamber. This is a vacuum glove that we're going to use to manipulate this vat of cesium with mineral oil. Why is the cesium mineral oil? Well, it prevents it from reacting with the oxygen in the air. So the glove is going to remove the cesium once we're completely evacuate all the air from here using the vacuum pump. Once all the air is removed, we're going to pull the cesium out, take off any oxide, any leftover mineral oil, and set it at the bottom of the chamber. Then we're going to open this valve over here that opens up our chlorine. The chlorine will be pulled in by the vacuum, reacting with the cesium in a very violent reaction that will be a bang and a fun time. And that's it. I wanted to say it's super convoluted and complicated, and to be honest, it kind of is, but at the same time, this is pretty simple. Huh. Wow. Well, it's probably one of my more shorter days, but yeah. And we can just change this to fluorine and to do the most reactive alkaline and halogen reaction possible. But if you'd like to see more of these videos, please leave a comment and like this video. But anyways, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and share. New videos every other Friday, 4:30 p.m. Central Time. And as always, good night. Step 3. Maybe I should consult my book. Oh, hi there. Didn't see you there. Bet you didn't see me because I know nobody's watching. Because I never want right now, like how to make money from YouTube. Yeah, you should totally subscribe, please, and check the playlist wherever it's gonna pop up. Geez, this is getting awkward. Bye.